They said homeschoolers were weird, that they couldn't socialize, that they'd never succeed, that homeschooling was fringe, outdated, maybe even dangerous, but they lied. And today, millions of families know the truth. Homeschooling isn't weird. It's freeing, it's flexible, it's fierce. This isn't the 1980s kitchen table stereotype. It's not isolation and outdated textbooks. Today's homeschoolers are connected. In fact, they're so much more connected than those going to public schools. Students today aren't strange at all. They're collaborative, confident. They learn in co-ops. They travel. They apprentice. They play sports, build portfolios, launch businesses, and earn scholarships. They get into top universities or skip them entirely and create their own path. They're not behind. They're beyond. Because while traditional classrooms focus on conformity, homeschoolers focus on curiosity. They're not learning what to think. They're learning how to think. They debate. They explore. They experiment. They grow. And who's doing the teaching? Moms, dads, grandparents, communities, pods, tradesmen, faith leaders, coaches, retired pros with wisdom to share. Some families swap days, others hire mentors. Some teach what they know and learn what they don't. Online platforms, hybrid academies, field days. There's no one-size-fits-all here. There's just freedom and the courage to use it. And guess what? It works. Tim Tebow won the Heisman Trophy. Simone Biles became the most decorated gymnast in history. Kristen Booth plays pro soccer. Thomas Edison changed the world with light, all homeschooled. Still think it's weird? Let's talk about what's really weird. Shipping kids into ideological training centers and calling it socialization. Sitting still for 7 hours, absorbing pre-approved content, and calling it education. Telling parents they're unqualified to teach their own children, while a stranger with a PowerPoint is called a professional. That's not normal. That's conditioning. And homeschoolers are breaking free. So what about resources? Well, more states now offer things like education savings accounts, homeschool scholarships, curriculum grants, access to testing and dual enrollment, and even participation in school sports. And yes, your tax dollars still fund public education. But more and more, those dollars are being reclaimed by families choosing something better. Here's the part they don't want you to hear. The system actually fears homeschoolers. Because homeschoolers, well, they ask questions, they think freely, they step out of line. And honestly, they don't need approval from a bureaucratic machine. They reclaim the classroom. They teach from conviction, not coercion. They build children, not checklists. And that, scares a system built on obedience. So they'll call it weird, they'll mock, they'll minimize, but what they can't do is stop the movement. Because homeschooling isn't fringe anymore. It's a revolution, a revival, a return to real learning, real connection, and real childhood. And if that's weird, then maybe weird is exactly what this country needs.